Hey everybody, this is Tambiota, and you're watching the Daily Review. So today, we're finally going to finish up this Megazord. So, here we are, Solve Chogokin Megazord. We're going to show how to put them together. So before we do that, let's go ahead and check out the box and check out the instructions because they are super cool. Now, the box itself has some really nice artwork. Now this is the American release. It's a little bit different. The Japanese release is a little bit different. It has some different artwork on it. I don't know. I don't mind this artwork myself. I remember seeing the Japanese version of it, and I said, "Wow, that's nice. I really like that." But I think that one, I don't know. I think that one costs more. I'm not really sure, but this is the North American release one. So if you look at it, you can come down here, and that's the whole artwork of the Megazord itself, and you can see the Bandai logo on there and everything else. And then you come to the side right here, and you can see it's a picture of Megazord again, just looking from underneath, like kind of like it's super big figure or whatever. And then you come here to this side, and you have all the different pieces of the Megazord itself. Yeah, there's all the pieces, and then coming to the back. Is there anything on the bottom? Oh yeah, it's the tank mode. And then on the top is the Megazord face. So let's see if I can get this across the top of the box. So now the back of the box is and you can see the Bluefin logo right there. So that's the American release. And then you come up, and you can see all kinds of stuff in here. So let's see how close I can get. Come on, state. Yep, over 20 years. Gosh. After over 20 years, the Megazord is reborn in composite die-cast with a Soul of Chogokin series. So it's cool. Yeah, it says right here that they were made to resemble the original TV series, Triceratops. How you have the it actually says he's the left leg. How you have the horns with the chains on it. The Tyrannosaurus. The Mastodon. How it's showing that they cover up. The saber-toothed tiger. How the tail extends, and then on the pterodactyl, how the guns can you can use that. Yep, yeah, that the chest area is in die-cast. Die-cast parts are for the Mastodon, it says die-cast parts are used for the legs. Die-cast in the chest, the thigh, and foot claws. So for the Triceratops, the foot, the front, it says front claws and tread axle parts are die-cast. Now for the saber-toothed tiger, it says the chest, the foot claws. I guess that's all it says. I could tell that some other pieces were die-cast in there. So Megazord sequence has been initiated. So if you look here, it's just showing some of the pieces right here, and they're just describing some stuff. So if you want to, I can try and bring this in. Here, let me I'll stop it right here, and I'll bring the box to it so you can see, you can read that if you want to. And so there's some cool stuff in there. So you can pause that, read that at your own leisure if you want to. So this is the Megazord sequence and stuff. So if you take a look at this, you can see the attack tank mode, and then him standing up and going into Megazord mode with his power shield and power sword and mastodon shield. So, all right, well, I guess let's go ahead and get this box open, get all the pieces out, and we will put him together. Oh, one other thing that comes inside the box, I already have it out, is the instruction manual. So it's a very nice colored instruction manual. So it's pretty much full colored like that. So you have all your pieces. You have your cannons, you have your sword. Just tells you about all the different features, how to transform him. This is getting into transformation. So this is going into tank mode first. See, there's tank mode right there. And then from tank mode to Megazord mode. And with his weapons. So, very cool picture on the back with the Dino crest and all the members of the team. So yeah, now let's get this guy open, get all the figures out, so we can put them together. All right, so we're back, and here we have all the pieces out that we need to make the Dino Megazord. So we do need these pieces right here. So I'll set these off to the side, and we need a sword that I'm gonna sit off to the side because it's very it likes to pick up fingerprints, and I actually need to clean it off because it's got fingerprints on it. So here is the dino sword. So it is very shiny. It looks black because my room I don't have all my lights turned off for this video, but it's very chrome. So I'm going to set this off to the side, and I'm trying not to touch it because, like I said, it picks up fingerprints. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started first. Okay, so first thing, we'll start off with each of the legs. So let's kind of get him out of the way. And we'll get her out of the way too. So we can start with either one of them. We'll go ahead and start with Triceratops. So first what we do is we'll push these in, and then we're going to push down the wheels. Now take this piece, flip it like that, and then flip this over into there. And then this piece right here, will come out like that. So that is, that's the first one. All right. So now with saber-toothed tiger, what we want to do is push the head down like that, flip the tusks up. All right, we want to lay down the hands. So I'm going to push the hands to about there, and then push them forward like this. All right, and then next, I'm going to take and push the legs in like that. Now this is where if they actually made these wheels, this would come in handy. This flips in, and we're done with the little saber-toothed tiger. All right, so next, we're going to take the pterodactyl and take and flip in the head, and then flip these pieces over like this. Now, she's picked up some fingerprints, so I need to clean that off. So for right now, I'm just going to put her back onto here. Hopefully she won't fall off. So we'll leave her there. The next thing we want to do is we're going to go to T-Rex. And we're going to do a couple things with him. So first of all, we're going to bring the arms up. I'm going to bring them as far down as possible like this. Push that thumb in like that. Go ahead and bring his head down for right now. We already have the guns out, so we don't need to do that step. Next, we want to take the hips and you want to push them out like that. Slide them out like that. And then next, so this is a little bit of a weird thing. You want to push this forward and see how that comes out like that. At where the knee is, you want to push this forward. All right, so that'll come out. And then we want to take the leg and we want to pop this connector out. Okay, once we have that connector out, we want to do that for the other side. So push this in just a little bit, flip this shin piece down, and the connector's right in here. So this will slide up, and the connector bit will come out like that. And just slide that back up. Now we want to get this in a stance. Okay, this should be. Oops. No, that still has to go out like this. Okay. I feel like he's not. There we go. So he has to be in a certain placement. I feel like he's not. Okay, there we go. Like that. And so that should be not right. So this piece should be straight, like that. Huh. So he's supposed to be, shit, come on. I wish it was just locked into place if it's supposed to be in a certain angle. It shows him kind of like this now. And now I feel like he is lopsided again. Okay. That's about right. Okay, I think it's even again. I don't know. We'll fiddle around with it whenever we connect the pieces together. So now that we have that, now we need Mastodon here. So first thing we want to do is rip his head off. So you just pull forward. There's 3 places where it connects: here, here, and here. So you see those pieces right there. Once you have that done, I think you can just push this up and that gets it out of the way. We're going to set this off to the side for right now. And we want to take these pieces right here, and we want to flip these up. Flip these pieces up like that. And they collapse down. So they'll collapse down like this, and then under. So then you, well, not yet. Well, I know what I did wrong. Yeah, I gotta bring this forward now. So once I have that forward, then that'll allow me to flip these under. So you flip that like that. I know it's dark and it's very black. So you have this. These pieces I just flipped under like this. And then you bring this back up and it'll clip back into place. So once you have that done, then you come to these back legs, flip these up. All right, once that's done, then you'll take and split the shoulders like that. Like that, that's how you want it. And then once you have that, then you're gonna bring the arms up like this. And this bad boy is then going to clamp on the back of him. So there's 2 tabs right there. They don't tab in. It's the tabs that are on, that connect into the arms that actually do all the work. So you bring this forward like this. Oops, come on. So that goes into there. There that goes. So these come in. And these 2 pieces tab in like that. All right, and then with that, we'll go ahead and bring this head up. This piece right here, there's a piece right here. This piece that's painted. There's a little bitty place in there where you can get your thumbnail in. You can bring that down. So once you bring that down, you want to take the horn, or the head. Pfft, I don't know what the heck I'm saying. So that's already flipped in. We're going to flip this out. And we want to attach the head right there. So that'll go like that. And then you can drop the head back down. Come on. There we go. So we'll drop the T-Rex head back down. And we'll bring these pieces up like this. And then this is where you then can connect be able to connect I guess it goes all the way down like that, and this comes in, you connect. Let's get it to the side. See you connect. See there's a little connector port inside there. Push it in, you hear it click. There he goes. You take this piece. Oops, this comes down right there. Push this piece in, you hear it click. There you go. All right. So we take the cannons. This side goes on top. This side goes on top. Tabs into there. Tabs into there. Oh, I wasn't supposed to put the head down yet. So, with the pterodactyl, more than likely I probably touched the chrome again. Yep, I felt it. Yeah, I touched the chrome again. It'll be all right. I'll clean it off in just a little bit. So, so this will come into here, and there's some tabs that are right here that you flip up. I don't know if you flip them. Yeah, you flip them all the way out. And I keep touching the camera. So there's some pieces right here and right here, and those tab in onto there. Maybe it kind of frictions in. It doesn't too well on staying. There we go. I think I got it now. Yeah, I got it now. All right, so now we have the tank mode. I don't know. I always thought that this was a weird in-between mode. During the beginning of the season or the show, they would have this out a lot. It seemed towards the end, they would just straight up combine it and then just raise it up right away. And they wouldn't use this mode as much, but it's kind of a weird in-between mode. So now, whenever he would transform and go into the Megazord mode. Oh. So whenever he would transform, he would go into the Megazord mode. There's a couple things that you take off now. So when you first start out, you take off this piece, and you want to take off these pieces. And for the pterodactyl, you want to put the head in. Okay, we have the guns and the head disconnected. So then we'll take and remove the shield. We'll come back here, flip these pieces back in. And this is where the guns go now. So tab one in there. And you tab one into here. Okay, now once you have that done, we'll go ahead and come this way. You want to, so this very much reminds me of the original show. So this flips out like that. This goes in and then goes like that. Now I wish that there was some way that this locked into place. I wish that there was something here where it would just lock in. It doesn't have that. So you rotate this around. And then there, now you want to fix the thumbs. So you bring the thumbs up like that. I'll come back here, and we'll take and untab the tail. So there's a tab right here. You flip this under, and that tabs in right here, right in between his shoulders. So you can kind of see, you'll hear it whenever it clicks, so click. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this. Now I want to bring up the heads. So I'll bring up this head, and then we'll bring up the feet. And then we'll bring up this head. There's a little part back here that comes down, and that's a heel stabilizer. So this one doesn't need it because it already has it built in. So you can see that this part comes down. This is the heel stabilizer that I was talking about. I missed, but this, see, the Triceratops doesn't need it. Oh, the mouth does come open for the Triceratops. It's hard to get open, but it does. So, all right. So now what we do is we now straighten out the leg. Oh my God. So if you just push on the foot, it'll straighten out the leg. So we want to push on the foot, and you'll see how it straightens out the leg. You'll see it in just a moment. It straightens out that leg. Now you bring this up. Go ahead and do this. And then we want to push the thighs back in. A-frame it a little bit so that it's not and that's where this pivot comes in handy, so that you can A-frame this guy. All right, so now let's go up to the top. All right, so now you come over here, we'll drop his arms down. Drop the arms down. And we want to open up this chest section right here. Open that up. That head goes in. You lift this up and flip the wings on the side of his helmet open, or that way, I guess. I don't know. And now, be very careful not to touch the chrome on the pterodactyl. So we'll hold it down here. There's two pieces that flip out. These two pieces. And those are the connector bits that connect into this portion's on his shoulders. I think I got those down low enough. Come on. I guess if I touch the chrome, then I'll just have to clean it off. All right. So those tabs in, there's another spot where this piece kind of doesn't tab in. It just kind of slides in there and kind of holds a little bit. All right. Not too bad. I don't think I touched it too much, so I don't see any fingerprints on there. So next we'll take this guy right here, and what you want to do is you flip out the handle. So you flip that up. If you want to, you can take and you can flip these down, and those will kind of get out of the way. I was just fiddling around with some stuff. I was just seeing how much this pops out. Alright, so what you'll do is you'll take the tusk or the trunk and flip it under. And they did add a elbow joint in there, so that's very awesome. You can have him holding the shield, and then bring this part up, and you have the sword, and it still for some reason has some kind of mark on it. So bring that under, and man, this thing is beautiful. There we go. Yeah, if we move it a little forward like that, we don't have problems with them tipping back. So, and I am so glad that they added elbows into this thing. You don't know how frustrating that is with the original, with not having elbow joints. That is like the best thing that they could have added into there. So you have that. You come to the head. I don't think that there's any type of articulation in the head. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is. So you can move the head left and right. Feels like you can move it up and down a little bit. I don't know if that's just plastic moving. The arm, you can move forward. You can move back. There is a out to the side joint. Then you have your bicep twist. You have your elbow. And is there a twist under that elbow too? No. It looks like there is, but there isn't. So there's no twist. The twist is in the wrist. So you can twist the wrist. You can't, oh, you can open the fingers. Huh. You have a ball jointed thumb, so you can do all kinds of stuff there. So, very cool. You come here to the waist. The waist does have a twist, but I don't know if it's going to be hindered because of, let's see here, if you can move that out. Yeah, it's hindered because of the pterodactyl, but he does have a waist pivot, and I forgot to show it with the Tyrannosaurus. I forgot to show it. You do have some, you should have some movement here in the hips. So you can go forward and back on the legs. He really doesn't like to move his legs. Wow, he really doesn't like to move those legs. All kinds of stuff gets caught up everywhere. Oh, wow, he doesn't like that at all. Okay, it's back to normal. I assume that you can go out to the side. Yeah, you can go out to the side. He has a twist right here. It gets kind of hindered because of the tail and the leg, the foot back here. I assume he has a knee joint. Does he? Yeah, a little bit of a knee joint. You can bend it a little bit. I don't want to force it too much because I think it'll pop out. Yeah, it looks like the knee joint was popping. Oh, that's weird. There's some kind of secondary joint in here. that allows it to move further out. See, there's a secondary joint inside of here. See how it moved? Right there? There's a secondary joint in there. If you go too far back, then it will pop out. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So it only goes so far, but there is a secondary joint in there. That's cool. Okay. Gotta get the legs all evened out again. Okay. I think I have them all evened out again. It feels a little wonky, but I don't know. It may just be me. So, oh, that's where that is. Okay, so that's that secondary joint. Let's go down a little bit. So this right here, where you see that this comes out, that's where that secondary joint is. And that's how far it goes out, is to here. So that's cool. It gives them a little bit more range of motion in there. Now, if you come down to the legs down here, he does, like I said, he has kind of a tilt. You can move this like this. So you can do that with the saber-tooth tiger also. So that you can get a tilt for the A-frame stance. It's cool. Alright, well, this video is already getting on to 30 minutes, so I'll go ahead and cut it down. So I want to thank you for watching. Alright, well, that's pretty much going to do it for this video review of the Chogokin Megazord, specifically how to put them together. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it. I am also on Facebook. Here, let's get this guy more of in frame than what he was. So yeah, if you would like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can find me on Facebook. Check that out. So I do have a Facebook. You can check me out there. I think that I already said that. So if you want to support the channel, I have a Patreon page. So you can go on there, help out with whatever you can. If it's just $1, I would be most appreciative. Once again, thank you so much for watching. This is Tambiota, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.